the largest broadcast newsroom in southwestern Ontario. This is News Now.
No other broadcast in CFPL's history created as much controversy among viewers as the first run in its revamped newsroom. Chum Limited made sure its new station was unlike anything London had ever seen.
Welcome to a day of new beginnings.
I was never sure that we were going to make it on time. I mean, it was a disaster area, even up to the afternoon. Time for me to do my little weather tease, and there I am, not inside here, but I'm outside in the garbage. And because eventually that was going to be a garden, a weather garden that was going to be out there. And so here I am in my tuxedo standing amongst the garbage. My golly, I don't think they're quite ready to get started with this just yet. Let's go flying. Let's go high in the sky. And Kate said to me afterwards, she said, you know, it had sort of been quite staid up to that point, and then as soon as you did that, then it loosened up the whole of the newsroom, I think.
I found it interesting that people came to me and they said, you know, the community has changed. It's not that old retirement.
Moses Neimer had some terrific ideas for us. Some of them frightened us a little. The anchor desk is gone. That's a barrier between you and the audience. Get rid of that desk. A barrier?
We're telling stories in the community. Who says that we have to sit behind a desk like a teacher? We're not teachers, we're communicators. What's the best way to communicate? I just don't think the desk is that necessary.
On the surface, a Chum station in London, Ontario seemed like the most unlikely of all fits. Its flagship station in Toronto, City TV, was known for its brash, innovative presentation. Now, London reporters were to be personalities within their own stories. Former anchor Al McGregor was replaced, and a new generation of on-air staff took their places among the station's veterans.
So congratulations, everyone, and let's begin.
A speaker's corner booth gave anyone on the street their say on television. CFPL was also given a new name, the New PL, which at least one critic claimed stood for pretty lousy. The company insisted PL stood for positively local.
London isn't as conservative a town as many think. There's a very vibrant university culture, and there's a whole service sector industry and information-based industries, and we believed, were not well served, and we're looking elsewhere. So you try to hold on to the best of what CFPL was in terms of its strength, but give it more energy to be able to reach out to younger living, younger thinking, younger viewers.
Bayton may have had the deep pockets, but Chum was the one who gave the station back to the community. The New PL came out of the suburbs with the opening of a new downtown studio. The station's most ambitious morning show, New Day, was launched in the Covent Garden Market in October 1999.
Well, it's definitely different downtown. It's nice because you're right in touch with the people that you're broadcasting to. You see who your audience is. Quite often when you work in a news studio, you really never see who you're speaking to. Here you see them. That's good, but that can also be bad, because if they've got something to say, knock, knock, knock on the door, it's a glass bubble that you're working in, like a fishbowl, and they're on you.
So come on, guys, now is the time.
Sponsorship by the station increased dramatically. It has supported a record number of local events and has promoted local causes. In 2001, the company's financial contribution to London's new Central Library created the Chum Media Literacy Centre, a facility that's unique to Canada.
And so one of the things that we're going to be looking to do is expand this Media Literacy Center in order to be able to provide support to teachers, to provide support to parents, as I indicated, but to be in a position where students understand the history of television and the impact that television has on their lives.
Despite competition from cable, satellite dishes, and the internet, the jury is still out on CFPL's demise. It has fought back by introducing a website for each of its 3 stations. They receive over 300,000 visits each month. The station's on-air look has evolved from the waspish appearance of Walter Blackburn's day to a culturally diverse image that's relevant to modern southwestern Ontario.
It's just gotten a little smarter, a little more connected, a little more lively, but it hasn't lost any of its integrity or legitimacy. And to those that were concerned in 96 or 97, today, now, all these years later, I say, look at what's on the screen, look at the track record, and clearly we've passed that test. It is tough, and it's very, very tough for local stations. In the last 5 to 6 years, there has been less and less local programming being provided to local communities right across Canada, and throughout all that, we are still the #1 station in the London market, which is a profound statement. We are really the only independent station in Canada that can still boast that.
Each week, the new PL produces over 26 hours of original local programming, more than at any time in its history. In addition to telling its own stories, the new PL has commissioned independent shows from local producers, creating greater diversity in its programming. It fulfills a promise made by Walter Blackburn 50 years ago, that CFPL-TV will reflect the community it serves.
It's not here just because we want to be here. We have to be here because we're a business and that we thrive. And so we have to make sure that the community supports us in order for this business to thrive. And so I hope that people will agree that community-based television is important and that it will continue, and it will only continue if they watch.
3 owners have each put their stamps on CFPL. A small army of news anchors have given the station its face. Programs like Romper Room, Act Fast, and Midweek Magazine have filled up its schedules. Technical innovations have brought in everything from color film to network feeds from around the world. But there was and is only a single community CFPL-TV serves, a community that has made all of this possible by tuning in.
You can't come into this job to anchor the news in London and not become a part of the community. And even though I was here for a relatively short time, 3.5 years, I became a part of the community and have remained a part of it. Like, I continue to come back here, I feel a bond with London, and that's because of the nature of the job and the nature of this place.
People take great ownership as viewers, as, no, that's my TV station, that's my news anchor, that's my weather person, that's the color of the cars at my TV station. So when something changes, they kind of feel that, you know, it's changed their routine. A lot of people for years and years have been sitting down at 6 o'clock for dinner and watching.
To be honest, I'm not inclined when I hear a siren to jump in the truck and head to the siren. I would much rather head in the direction of something positive, or if I do find something negative, I look very hard to see some positive in it. The common things have significance, and the things that we repeat, and by repeating, I guess, prove they're common, that is their significance. You know, the Christmas tree being cut by the family at Christmas is always newsworthy.
A picture is worth 1,000 words, and that's why we made this film.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings. I can hear her now.
For Pete James, Bill Hutchings, I'm Jack Burkhardt. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.
Bye-bye.
Nicely done, folks.
Have a great night.
Good night.
Thank you, and good afternoon.
Goodbye to you, and good luck.
Okay, thank you both, gentlemen. We're looking forward to the series.
We're not through yet. We gotta get out of here. Oh, we do? Sorry,
yes.
We gotta get on. Hey, it's nice talking to you.
Nice meeting you both.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Right. Do you like me as a person?
Solicit public opinion from various members of the...
Aren't you Paul Scholes, who does the weather there on the Free Press every night?
Yes, that's right.
What you doing? I want the weather like
Robbie is constantly devoted to the experimentation and improvement of existing technical procedures.
We have this gentleman. We wondered, sir, if you'd mind asking...
Is this ever phony? I came right down to this spot just like you told me.
No,
very phony.
Sir, I wonder if you'd give
phony.
Just your answer to this question.
Look, I've been looking forward for this opportunity to speak to your audience, and there are a lot of things about that television station I want to get off my chest. Why don't they put the wrestling on there? I want the wrestling on every night, 6 to 7 o'clock. That's the best show you got.
Constant
Cartoon Corner.
I wonder...
And where did you get those crummy movies? Those crummy movies.
His counsel is valued because of his impeccable attention to even the most minute detail.
Hello, I'm Jay Leno, asking you to watch The Tonight Show every night at 11:35 on the new CFPL.